Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurudevaya Namaha. Okay, we'll chant these invocation mantras all together. Purvarjitena punyena sarveshanugrahena cha jayate tattva jignasa. Wrong one, eh? Open to the wrong page. Vaktum Subodh Vedantam pravritto hyabudhopyaham kripaya yasyatam vande Shri Ganesham Punah Punaha. Vande Saraswatim Devim Sadgurum Me Maharmatim Sita Sameta Shri Ramam Yachantu Shubhadam Matim. Okay. So we are seeing Pramana, the Sadeva Karanam Tasmat Swatma. 5 types of faith. And in the 5 types of faith, there is first one is faith in the Pramana, then Brahma, the absolute reality. This is verse number 2 in that section, page 51. I'll chant that verse again, and you can repeat, and then we'll see. Now what exactly is going on? See, Guruji first described the student, then the teacher, then the reality like that. This Sat, pure existence, which is the reality behind the whole universe. And in order to realize my oneness with that reality, we must have 5 types of faith. That is where we are now. If this faith is not there, the student will go at a very, it's what is called snail's pace. Snail's pace means as though he'll never reach. Prakriti moves very slowly. He'll reach, but one snail and one turtle, they got in an accident. Now between these two, who is faster also? Snail and turtle got in an accident. So that judge asked that snail now, okay snail, now tell me what happened. He said, Your Honor, I really cannot remember, it all happened so fast. Because for a snail, a turtle also is fast. But for human beings, snail is really slow. That shows also movement is all relative thing. But here, The Prakriti moves very slowly from our standpoint. Especially when you're having sorrow. When you have sorrow, everything goes very slowly. It doesn't seem never to move. This is why all of this faith is required, so that we'll move along that path very fast. So here, in number 2 and number 3, 5 types of faith are given. 5 types of Shraddha. So now see the Pramana Buddhir Vedante Brahma Sadbhava Nishchaye Sadgurur Brahmanishtatve Swatmana Karma Samarthye Sadhane Guruna Prokte Vishwasa Palanam Tatha Evam Panchavidha Shraddha Bhavet Sadhaka Muktita. So we have to have faith in the Pramana. Pramana means, what is Vedanta? Pramana is Upanishad. So whatever the Upanishads tell. See, so I told you that faith must be there. And we have that Shraddha saying, yes, this Rishi went into Dhyan deep inside, and this Rishi discovered these truths about the universe, about Prakriti, Maya, self, and then he told. So, the faith in Shastras actually, the Pramana here is Upanishad, Vedanta, Pramana. I'll tell you how our faith in Vedanta Pramana is very credible. See, the Guru tradition is like this thing. One Guru discovers the truth. And he's there and how he discovered? He discovered because he relinquished everything and he lives in a little hermitage somewhere in the forest. And he's there by himself. So one student comes and he says, "Oh Guru, will you teach me?" That Guru says, "Sure, no problem, sit down." So he sits down there and he teaches. And when he's finished teaching, he tells that student, "Now get lost. Now you go." Means I don't want you clinging to me, because in any case I realize truth by detaching from everything. Why would I want to cling now to some Shishya? Isn't it? So he tells the Shishya, you go. In other words, he wants nothing from that Shishya. He wants nothing thereafter. In the first place, before the Shishya came, he wanted nothing. He's akama. In the Upanishad, he describes akama, means without desire. He wants nothing. He did not go and look for that disciple. He didn't put a billboard on the highway. Disciples accepted. We want disciples. No. That Shishya came all by himself. In this tradition, it is like doctors. Doctor doesn't go on high street there, downtown there, and ask everybody, "Hey, are you sick? Come. Are you sick? Come." No. The doctor sits in his office, and whoever is sick, he reaches there. So this tradition is like that. Now, for such a person who is totally detached, who is sitting by himself there, wants nothing, what reason would he have to deceive you? But if I want something, well, I have many reasons to deceive you now, isn't it? If I want something from you, like when this Shishya comes, then you ask, this Guru wants, only one person you brought. You came alone. You could not have brought other disciples also. You go and bring some more. It means to say, he wants more disciples. Or if he wants his dakshina, only one disciple will give dakshina to me. Go bring some more disciples, I will get some more dakshina, isn't it? But for a Guru who wants nothing, there is absolutely no reason why he will want to deceive anybody. So based on this thing, and this is our tradition, we don't go trying to say, "Oh, hey, you are sick. What? You're sick with the disease of samsara. That's why you're called samsari. So just come. I will cure you. Huh? One little fellow was selling apples on the top of the street. So a preacher came to him. He said, how much for these apples? He said, well, they are $2 each. But if you buy 3, I'll give you for $5. That preacher said, oh, very smart fellow. You mean, he gave such a quick, clear answer, you know. Then he asked, where is the post office? He really wanted directions to the post office. So the fellow said, you just go down the street, make the second right, and the first left, and the first building on your left is the post office. So he was very much impressed by this little boy, you know. Every question he asked, he giving a. He said, you know, I am a preacher. If you come to my church, I can show you the way to God. He said, what God? You don't even know the way to the post office. What you will show me? What? You went to post office. So we don't go walking about telling anybody, hey, you know, if you come to me, I will show you the way to God. And so that is not part of the tradition. We never have any such thing anywhere in Shastras or story or anything, isn't it? So the tradition is like that. The gurus are there, very much detached, very much free from desires. That we saw that, na atmanyeva cha santushtha tasya karyam na vidyate. He is contented with himself and he has nothing to do, he doesn't want anything also from anybody. So in that kind of tradition we say, if he tells something, that surely has to be only what he has experienced and there is no ulterior motive in what he is telling. Why you will not have Shraddha in such a tradition which teaches like that? But anytime somebody wants something, then it is suspect. Like we were seeing last night. The guru, the minister, all such people, when they tell with some ulterior motive, everything fall down. You see? Doctor. So, here we say we have Shraddha in that Pramana, Upanishad, because it was given by such people, by such gurus, by such saints and sages who have absolutely no desire. They don't want anything from anybody. Brahma sadbhave nishchaye. And firm faith in that reality which is the substratum of this whole universe. You know, we know that everything must stand on something until you get to the final substratum that is self-existent. Swatasiddha it is called in Sanskrit. Swatasiddha means self-established, self-dependent. It is not dependent on a second thing. Otherwise, what you will have to say, you will end up with something which is called anavastha dosha, means ad infinitum. Means that you will have to say that thing is dependent on the other thing, and the other thing is dependent on, and then you go infinite regress, it is called in English. So the intellect doesn't accept the infinite regress, that this is dependent on that. And then you go on and on and on. Like one Mahatma was telling about this, an old lady said, no, the world is standing on an elephant's back. That is the substratum. That is the support. So what is the elephant standing on, he asked. She said, well, on a turtle. Oh. No, what is that turtle standing on? On another turtle. What is that turtle standing on? She said, it is turtles all the way down. No, that doesn't sound proper to the human intellect, isn't it? That when you have a support like that. So there is an ultimate support of the universe which is called as Swatasiddha. Self-dependent and not dependent on anything else. And that is called as Satchitananda Brahma, the absolute reality. So faith in that reality. That is the second one. Then third one is called Guroho Brahman nishthatve. A guru, faith in that guru who is himself established in Brahman. Faith in that guru who is taken up only with Brahman and not taken up with anything else. That is the idea. Wherever he looks, he sees only that one existence, that one reality pervading all things. He doesn't see any second thing. So our Puja Gurudev once asked his guru, if you are talking about one thing, you are telling that there is only one thing, but there are two of us. There is a guru and there is shishya. So there are two. He said, no, there is only one thing. I am talking to myself. Like that. No two things. That is like only myself hitting myself. Isn't it? One. So, faith in that type of guru. Guroho brahmanishtatve. Then, swatmanaha karma samarthya. We have to see that. Where we are today. One has to have faith in one's own capabilities and abilities. And so, let me tell you something. In this world, there are people who have superiority complex. Have you heard of that thing? But in this world, exactly the same, the other side of the same equation, they call it inferiority complex. Both are just as bad. Just because inferiority complex also causes a lot of problems, and superiority complex also causes a lot of problems. I tell you, after studying that, I realized human being is just plain complex. He just likes to make everything complex. So, no inferiority complex, no superiority complex. We just have to remember that. See here, every human being is endowed with body, mind, intellect. And all the saints and sages and rishis and all, they have pushed their intellect to the extent of realizing this truth. Then, if I'm also endowed with intellect, only thing I just have to learn how to use that thing properly, isn't it? That is all. If they have done, they have shown the way, why can I not apply myself and also tread the same path? So like that, we should never feel, no. Because people tell, Swamiji, this mukti thing is not for me, At least not in this lifetime. That there some people, they put qualification there. At least not in this lifetime. If we go on saying like that, then we will never. We'll never. We saw there in the beginning of Sundarkand, Hanumanji is going. So suppose Hanumanji, like all Angad, I don't know if I'll come back. Other one is saying, I don't know, maybe I'll drop in the middle of the ocean and sharks will eat me. And what is Hanumanji's word? Hoi hi kaj. That work will be done. See, now that thing is firm faith in his, of course, the grace of Bhagavan Ram flowing through him. Hoi hi kaj. Hoi harasha viseshi. This work will be done. So in other words, this goal will be achieved. That kind of strong, and he who doesn't have it, or the other way, he who has it, that will be the one person Bhagavan is talking about in Gita. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye. Yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam vitti tattvataha. The one who has that, that one rare one will reach me. So we have to, and we should not say, yeah, that is the rare one, but I am not that rare one. That is all the other people. So firm faith in my ability to do this sadhana, my own ability to do this sadhana, follow the path and go through with it. Otherwise, we are very, very good at starting things and we never finish those things. All sorts of projects. Some people are good at drawing out the whole plan, but not working out the plan. Plan out the work and never work out the plan. So, firm faith that I can do it. Others have done it. Great rishis have spent so much time showing me the path. And I can certainly achieve that also. Then, sadhane guruna prokte vishwasa palanam tatha. And this sadhana, which the guru has outlined. The scriptures tells sadhana, shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam, ityadi. It tells. So, faith that that sadhana will certainly deliver its goal. In other words, the sadhana is meant to deliver something. After we're doing the sadhana, like for example, after lifting the weights, I will get muscles. Those people have faith in those things, that's why they go on, do it. So you do the sadhana and then we get muscles. And all sorts of jogging and this and that. I get it. But the result is health. So this jogging will result in health. In Trinidad, people ask me, do you all go jogging? I say, yes. Aren't you afraid you will jog off the island? I mean, island is so small, they're always scared we'll jog off the island, you end up in the ocean. But people do whatever they do because yoyat shraddhasa evasaha. As is a man's faith, so he is, Bhagavan says. So, if I have faith that exercise will bring health, then I will do the exercise, and then I will get health. If I say, if some people, they say, no. All this, actually in today's world, you just look around, you see, all the advertisement and all of that is just for you to develop faith in a certain thing. Correct or not? All advertisement is that. They want you to get faith in that thing. That thing can deliver that result for you. So the whole exercise is to increase your faith. And most of the time wrong only. So here we say, these sadhanas are given, the Guru teaches these sadhanas, and we faith that this sadhana will deliver this result. Like that. That is the idea. And then sometimes we need a little, example. Like Bhagavan is telling Arjuna, my dear, get up and fight. Because if you don't fight, means you don't do your duty, you will get into big trouble. And those great people of the past, Janakadayaha, or Janakji Maharaj and all of them, even though they were realized souls, still they got up and they did their duty. In other words, Arjuna looking at Bhagavan, if any example is there, Bhagavan says, Janak is there. No, but Janak lived in the old times, Maybe it worked that time. Doing your duty will bring freedom and all. What about some modern example? Bhagavan said, look right here. People always want some example. Bhagavan himself is the example. He says, if I don't do my duty, the whole world will collapse. So always some example is there we want. So now our example is all the great sages and saints, and the sadhana has delivered to them the result. All our teachers and in modern times also we have had so many. So they stand testimony to all the efficacy of the sadhana. That is the idea. And so faith in that. Vishwasaha palanam tatha evam panchavidha shraddha bhavet sadhaka muktida. So this faith in these 5 things will bring mukti, said to that sadhaka. Now, the means and goal, enquiry of means and goal. This is also now a different type of viveka, means and goal. Now see Guruji, any goal that we have to achieve or acquire in this world, there will be some means, isn't it? Let me tell you another truism about the world. How Bhagavan has made this world, He has made this world, in Gita he calls it Dvandva Sansar. Dvandva Sansar means what? The Sansar has duality. So you cannot have a duality with only one side existing. Then it's not a duality. The whole Sansar is made up of duality. So if you study the implication of that type of structure of the universe, a lot of your worries and a lot of concerns will go away, I am telling you. Look here. Like right now, a big corona virus is going around, isn't it? COVID-19. Then, since the world is made up of the pairs of opposites, right? There is health and there is disease. So right now, if you are encountering the disease, that means that there is a cure, the health. By virtue of the structure of the universe, necessarily, if there is a disease, there has to be a cure. Because you cannot have one side of the pair opposite. That's just a matter of time and how to find the cure, isn't it? If there is hot, there has to be cold. Otherwise, how you will say something is hot? So the universe is structured like that. So if there is a goal, there has to be means. If there is something to achieve, there will have to be the means to achieve that thing, isn't it? Now, it is just a matter of finding out the most effective, efficient means which apply to us. Like when you were children, they would say, hey, diddle, something, the cow jump over the moon. Have you heard this thing? I don't remember the whole rhyme, but I remember the part where the cow jump over the moon. Now see here. The moon is there, and in the poem, in the child's rhyme, the cow jumps over the moon. But really, one way to jump over the moon is through imagination. This is just imagination also. The cow jump over the moon. But look, we have found the proper means to go over the moon or not. There is a means. So there is means for everything. By virtue of that thing existing, there will be a means to reach that thing. So now goal and mean, that vichar is now given by Puja Guruji in this next verse. See, our goal is mukti, so there will have to be means. See this now. Sadhyate sadhaneneva. Sadhyate sadhaneneva. Sadhyam kimapi kenachit. Apraptasya hi praptyartham. Jnanam karma cha sadhanam. Avidyaya cheda praptam. Tarhi jnanam hi sadhanam. Pramanato vicharena. Jnanam sanjayate sphutam. Sadhyate sadhanena eva sadhyam kimapi kenachit. Kimapi kenachit means any goal in this world will be achieved by some means. I mean, there will always be some means to achieve that goal. Any goal can be achieved. And we literally mean any. Something that may seem impossible to you. And this is why we have Puranas. Puranas are called, one of the technical names of Puranas is called a Sambhav Shastra. What is the meaning? The name? Sambhav Shastra. What is the meaning of Sambhav Shastra? Puranas open our minds to all possibilities. It shows all things which are possible. Now you see in Puranas, our Vaman avatar stretched his 1 foot and covered the whole universe or not? He stretched 1 foot and covered the whole universe, isn't it? All 3 worlds. So, in other words, because I am part and parcel of an infinite reality, what thing will be outside my capacity? Nothing could be outside, isn't it? If I realize my oneness with Vaman avatar, which I am. And Vaman could stretch one foot and cover the whole universe. That makes that possible for me, isn't it? Or I have to realize my oneness with Bhagwan. You see? So these Puranas have Sambhav Shastra. When we say everything is possible, everything is possible. There is a means. The means now is realize my oneness with the absolute reality. And the absolute reality is Sarvavyapi. Then I can reach anywhere, anytime. The Sarvagnya, I will know what is going on anywhere. So nothing is impossible in this science which we are talking about. The science of spirituality, nothing is impossible. So anybody can achieve any goal because there is always a means to achieve that. Our problem is we want to achieve the goal without acquiring the means. That will not happen. We have to acquire the means. So he says, apraptasya hi praptyartham. For achieving a thing in this world which is not yet achieved, two things are required. Jnanam karma cha. Jnanam and karma. Knowledge and action. So you just cannot sit there. He said, the Subhashita says, Nai suptasya simhasya pravishanti mukhe miraha. Means that lion, he sits there and he opens his mouth and he waits. A day will come and I will eat. No day will, any day will come in his mouth or what? So he has to have some knowledge. Means he's trained how to chase day from childhood by his mother or father. So that knowledge must be there. And then he not only just, okay, I have the knowledge, I have the training and everything, but I sit there and open my mouth and wait for the day to come. He has to get up and... So knowledge and karma both are required. We must have the knowledge of that thing and we have to get up and do it also. So then we'll achieve. But this self or the existence or Brahman or Mukti or realization, this is a different ball game altogether. For this, really, karma in the ordinary sense of the word karma is not required. For any worldly thing, karma is required. And I told you, human beings, what he does, he applies the rules of the spiritual world in the material world. It means to say, in this material world, he wants to get everything there, but he doesn't want to do any karma. Here, see, people want to get rich, but they don't want to work. They want to get educated, but they don't want to study. They want to be healthy, but they don't want to live healthy lifestyle. How it will happen? Because karma has to achieve the goal, the knowledge and the karma both are required. You want to get rich? I buy a lottery. I have to do nothing, just buy a lottery. And I'll become rich. And he bargains with God also. Prabhu, if you let me win this lottery, I will give half to your temple. Is it bargaining or not? And one fellow, Prabhu, if you let me win this lottery, I will give half to your temple. And he won the second prize. And then he said, Prabhu, what happened? You didn't trust me or what? You took your half already? So he did not give any to the temple. Because here, Bhagwan already took his half, you see? So everybody wants to become rich like that. People, human beings, funny creatures, I tell you. Every other creature follows the law. Follows the law. Except human beings. So, he wants all the material things in the world, but he doesn't want to follow the karma. So in the next verse, what Guruji tells nicely, for this science which we are talking about, the science of spirituality, it is not the same sort of acquisition as in the material world. Here, in the material world, it is apraptasya hi praptyartham. It is to achieve something which I have not yet achieved. But here, in the spiritual science, it is praptasya praptavyam. It is to achieve something which I have already achieved. What a contradiction in terms it sounds like, isn't it? How you will achieve something which you already achieved. An example Bhagwan Shankaracharya gives about the lady wearing that necklace. Oh, that happens to us many times, We have the thing right there and we are looking everywhere for that. So she had that necklace on and she's looking everywhere for that necklace until that husband told her, you're wearing it. Oh, sorry. I'm wearing it. So then, that time, what do you gain? There's a gaining of which you have already gained, isn't it? Because I did not lose it. I had it all along. So this spiritual science is of this type. Now for gaining which is already gained, she did not have to do any karma. That is only a matter of knowledge. Isn't it? That is what it told in the second verse. Avidyaya chedapaptam tarhi jnanam hi sadhanam. The means only is knowledge. Because it is not that I lost the necklace, it is that I had avidya of the necklace. Ignorance of the necklace. That is all. I was just ignorant that I had it. So now, that ignorance, there is only one antidote to ignorance, Like there is only one antidote to light. To darkness. Light only. Darkness only has one. See, if this room is dark, you come, you take a broom and sweep out the darkness. The broom is not antidote to darkness. Okay, take it. Broom didn't work. Let me take a fan and blow the darkness. Fan is not antidote to dark. Oh, I'll take a hose and wash it out. Water and wash it out. Water is not antidote to darkness. There's only one antidote to darkness that they call as light. You come here and you just ignite a little diya. Darkness will go away. In the very same way, there is only one antidote to knowledge. There's no nasato vidyate. No, what is that? Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Let that darkness of ignorance be removed by light of knowledge. One antidote to darkness of ignorance, and that's the light of knowledge. So, when I did not know that I am already wearing that necklace, all I have to do is know. No karma could remove that thing. There might be some preceding karmas which may have to be done. Like for example, this is what is being described here. The student has to develop sadhana, chatushtaya, and approach that guru and say, hey guru, please teach me this, that. All is still something he's doing. But all of that doesn't remove ignorance. Isn't it? This ignorance can be removed only by knowledge. So, avidyaya ched apraptam. If something is not achieved through avidya, through ignorance, tarhi jnanam hi sadhanam. There's only one means to that thing. That they call it jnana, knowledge. Pramanataha vicharena jnanam sanjayate sputam. And when one follows the proper praman, proper authoritative method which is laid down. When one follows and does that vichar. Swami Vidyaranji Maharaj said very nicely, avicharena krito bandha. All our bondage is because we don't do vichar. Don't do vichar means what? We don't think. Or maybe a better way to say that is we think about the wrong things all the time. What we are supposed to think, we don't think. We think about every other thing. We don't do vichar, atma vichar. What we do? Vishaya vichar. And we become so proficient in Vishaya Vichar. Wow, if you ask anybody anything about what is going on, he knows immediately. You don't expect him to know also, but he knows. What about Atma Vichar? Atma kya hai? He doesn't know anything about that, you see. So, we have to do this when Vichar word is doing pramanataha, guided by the authority, which is Guru and Vedanta, Vakya, Upanishad. Jnanam sanjayate sputam. Knowledge will surely arise. Very clear knowledge will arise in that person's mind. So vichar has to be done. Now, what is this sadhana given in the scriptures? What are the means? What are the means given in the scriptures? See this now, this is number 3. Because just now the vichar was on means and goal. The means are given. Shravanam, mananam, dhyanam, Vedantasyaiva sadhanam, Prochyate swatmalabhartham, Mukhyathastu Guru Kripa. This verse is a very revolutionary verse. See, the means which are generally given in our Vedanta is Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, which is called Dhyanam, right? Here Guruji he's not using that big word. Use small word is Dhyanam. Shravanam, Mananam, Dhyanam. So now, in the last pada, he says very revolutionary thing. What is that? He says Mukhyataha. But primarily, it is really Guru Kripa. Really speaking, if that Guru is not there to give his grace and his blessing and all of that, this Shishya will be here, Shastra will be here, and Guru will be here, and that Shishya will know nothing of Shastra, know nothing of Guru. Because if we did not have the teachers and Gurus and Mahatmas in our life, where would we have been? Everything will just be a mere book. You go to chapters and just buy it. People pile up lots. And pile up. Right now, somebody is giving to our Chinmaya mission in Trinidad, somebody is giving a whole big library of all books on Vedanta, all sampradayas of Hinduism, a big library he owned. Big library. And that time, I remember many years ago, when you go there, nobody could touch one book. Then he went away. Now all the books are there. Now the family doesn't know what to do with it. Now they call Chinmaya mission. Swamiji, there's so many books are here. You want this book? I said, no, what will we now just for these books we'll have to build a library. And nowadays everything is going microfiche, everything is going e-books, like that, soft copies book. Who wants this book? So Guru was there, all books, the Shishya was there, all books are there, and then no Guru is there to give any grace and nothing. Nothing happened. So he says in that last pada, Mukhyataha tu Guruho Kripa. If that Guru is not there to really shower his grace and everything will be there, nothing will happen. We'll have many books and many whatever things. Prochate swatmalabhartam. It is said by the sages and saints, for attaining one's own supreme self, the Guru's Kripa is the most important thing. See, this type of thing we know personally. I will tell you, in university, I myself was reading Bhagavad Gita, back forth, from back cover to front cover, from front cover to back cover. I was reading up like that. Well, in English, of course. And then I was also very proud. I know Gita. Until I heard Gurudev one day. Then I realized, I don't know Gita. See what that teacher's grace can do that, you see? We think we know, but really we don't. So now, the Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam is the means, but he says the main means really is Guru Kripa. And this is the very interesting stories of Totaka Acharya was there, Totaka Acharya was a disciple of Bhagavan Shankaracharya. And he was, among the students, he was considered to be the most dull student. All the other students used to laugh at him. This fellow, he's only there doing seva of Guru. He doesn't know anything about this Vedanta. And many students, when they know some Vedanta, they become very proud, So they used to laugh at this Tutakacharya. He bhole bhale, he doesn't know anything, he's just doing Guru seva. And the Guru put his chappal there, he's move it and make it straight. So, like that. And the Guru Shankaracharya Bhagwan also had to teach a lesson to all these others. So one day some very difficult topic came up, so he told, okay, now in this topic today, Tutakacharya will speak. All the others, what? Tutakacharya will talk on this topic? This fellow doesn't know how to read a line. But by Guru's kripa, he sat there and he expounded on that topic. Even they did not know that much knowledge. But all by the grace of Guru, like that. So, the Guru will teach and the Guru will shower his grace, and the student has to just be a fit recipient of that. Yes. He has to make himself fit. Right patra. Actually, the whole thing really is I making myself the right patra, the right recipient, the right vessel, the right, receiver of that knowledge. Once I do that, everything will happen just nicely. But I go there with my own likes and dislikes, my own knowledge and my and if the patra is full, our Bhagwan, Swami Tapovanji Maharaj one day demonstrated this to Gurudev and all the disciples. He poured water into a glass and the glass was filled and he kept on pouring. And water is just... So these disciples were wonderstruck. What are you doing? The glass is filled, stop. He said, that is exactly, all of you come already full and you want me to pour knowledge into you. All these disciples, especially Puja Gurudev, he admits. He went there to what do you call that? To expose, that is the word, yes. He went there to expose those saints. Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj and all. By the time, of course, he had reached to Puja Tapovanji Maharaj, he had changed by that time. But he went to expose those saints. But that is how people go. I am so full with all worldly things, and now I want Guru to pour knowledge. What type of recipient? You take out the achar from the bottle, and you pour milk. What will happen to that milk? Pickled milk. So that vessel has to be cleaned out nicely, like that. We have to become a fit recipient. Now the Guru teaches, now we have to do Shravanam. Our Parikshit Maharaj, because his mukshutvam had become so strong, Tivra mukshutvam, Tivraya mukshaya, we saw previously. So strong that when Shukadev taught that knowledge, just by Shravanam, in 7 days, he got mukti. So in one part of the tradition says, if that student is ready, fit, if that student is pure-minded, if his vessel is in proper shape, only by Shravanam, listening alone, mukti will take place. But that is the one exceptional student. What was that caliber of student? And in fact, in Parikshit Maharaj's case, the qualification which was most prominent in his mind was mukshutvam. If that desire is really strong and nothing else matters, then it is by Shravanam alone, yet got mukti. But the rest of us, after Shravanam, because we are not Parikshit Maharaj, after Shravanam, listening. Now what the listening will do? The listening will remove Pramana Asambhavana, means our Well, many things. Our knowledge or ignorance with regard to the Upanishad, because we don't know what is in there. The Shravanam will remove all our ignorance about the Shastra and ignorance about ourselves. Previously I was thinking, I am body, mind, intellect. No, that is wrong knowledge. So that wrong knowledge will be removed. Right knowledge will be given from the Shastra. In Shravanam this happens. And what is that right knowledge? Jiva Brahma Aikya, I told you in beginning. That I am one with the absolute reality. Now, that becomes Paroksha Jnana, Means to say, it is intellectual knowledge. It is knowledge which I have via some means. So the means here becomes the Guru, the means become the Shastra, and the means become my Indriyas. So I heard from the Guru, I am Brahman. They call it Paroksha Jnana. Now, Paroksha means Para-iksha. Iksha means to see. So I see only via some means. Like for example, I see you. So I know that you are present in this class. Right? So how did I come to know? Well, eyes is the means, isn't it? Through the eyes, your presence came to my mind, and therefore I know, so eyes and mind, I know that you are present. How do I know that I am present here? Did I use my eyes? I don't have to use my eyes or my ears or anything to know my own presence here, isn't it? Your presence, I have to use some means. But for my presence, I don't have to use any means. That is called aparoksha jnana. That becomes direct knowledge. For yours, it's called paroksha jnana. I have to use eyes, mind, this, that. And if I don't have eyes, I touch. Oh, you're here. Oh, my ears, I hear you talking. So those are the two types of knowledge. So one, we hear from the Guru. I am Brahman. That is called paroksha jnana. I'm getting that knowledge via some means. Then, when he tells like that, I will also become doubtful. I'm Brahman? Yes. You mean I am infinite? Yes. You mean I'm here, there and everywhere? Yes. Well, this thing doesn't sound proper to me. I'm going home. I'll mull over and come back next day to see if I'm all pervasive. If I'm all pervasive, I'm already home. I don't have to go home also. That thing sounds too much, So lots of samshaya will be there. Samshaya means doubts. This thing doesn't jive with my experience. They don't match. So now this student will have to do a lot of mananam. So the mananam will remove all the doubts. Shravanam also removes a lot of doubts because logic is given in Shravanam. And mananam also will remove a lot of doubts. And in mananam, there are two things which are being given really. It is the removal of doubts, and it is also the establishment through yukti of whatever is stated in Shravanam. Like in Shravanam, he tells, I am the self. And the self is achalam. The self doesn't move here or move there. Achalam it is called in Upanishad, Gita, everywhere. It's like space. Space doesn't move. So existence doesn't move. But I think I am moving. So then how is that Upanishad is telling I don't move? I don't want to move, but I move. I don't want to move because tamas is there. And tamasic being doesn't want to move. So now it is like this. The yukti or the logic is given. And the logic is given usually with some example or something like that, right? See how I am unmoving. When the Shastra tells something like that, it's a very difficult thing to see. How I am unmoving. So look here. If I tell you to go out on the street over there, right, and count cars. Suppose I tell you, go and count how many cars are passing there. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. We are counting. Would you be able to count if you are sitting in one of those cars? No. You will not know how many cars passed there because you are gone with one of those cars. So I mean, in order to count, you have to be, that is a necessary thing, isn't it? You have to be stationary. In the very same way, if I can see thoughts coming, going, and this thought came now, it went. Now another thought came, it went. Now, that necessarily means that I am not coming and going. Because if I were coming and going, who would have seen that these thoughts are coming and going? So you see, this type of rationality, this type of logic, this type of thinking will provide the basis for what the teacher has said. He said, I am achalam, not coming or going. I can see this whole universe. I can see this body coming and going also. The body is here now, in another minute it will be there. So like that, in Mananam, all of this Mananam has to be done, a tremendous amount of thinking. That's why avicharena krito bandha, because we don't think really. And I changed that statement. We don't think about the proper things. We only think about all useless things only. All day our mind is only thinking all unnecessary things. What about this type of thinking? We don't usually do, you see. Fast we hear something in the world and quickly we come up with our 2 cents worth of comment. But this type of vichar is essential. It's called as mananam. With proper guidance and all. That will remove all our doubts. And then finally, I concluded in mananam, yes, I am achalam. I am unmoving. I don't come or go. That conclusion has to be meditated on because my prior vasanas are so strong that I was feeling that I am a mover. All those thoughts are so strong. I have to meditate on the conclusion of mananam. So in Shravanam, the knowledge is given. In Mananam, the knowledge is reflected, contemplated on. And in Dhyanam, the knowledge is meditated on. In Mananam, it is actually confirmed. In Dhyanam, it is meditated on. To what? To remove all viparita bhavana, is called. Viparita bhavana means all the wrong, erroneous thoughts which I had, they persist. Like for example, I don't know if you have seen, I remember, well not, I'm sure you would have seen because Hindi films used to like these things. You know, one Sita or Gita will be there. One Raja or Rank will be there. Or Ram or Shyam will always, like this, some person will play some double role there. And typical Hindi film, one will get separated at birth. So in that Raja or Rank, the 2 princes, they were born in the palace there, and the midwife took one of that prince to some village. Then later on, it starts the same way and will end the same way also. What is that thing? That prince will be told, that beggar, Rank, Papa, he will be told, you are prince. It has to end like that only. Then, for a moment when you tell him, you are prince, you think he'll believe immediately or what? It takes a long time for him to. Exactly the same thing. You are Brahman. Those viparita bhavana means that, no, I am Papa born in village. How much convincing will have to be done? But he was never not a prince, you know. He's always a prince. That's all viparita bhavana here. All contrary thoughts and understanding and knowledge and all that. So for that to go, it takes, this is why dhyanam is required. Meditate on that knowledge. I am that achalam Brahman. Unmoving. Never came, never went anywhere. Dhyanam is required for that. So these are the means. And what all it has to do is remove the viparita bhavana. What I am, I am. You can't make yourself something. Remove the covering. The cloud of covering. The sun is already. Yes. That is the idea. Praptasya praptihi. It is the gaining of that which is already gained. This is the idea. Okay. But today is our last day, and I think here is the best place to stop also. When I come back next time, maybe we can do the rest. But this is really the end of Vedanta. Guruji gives many other types of verses and all that thing now. All will be hinging on this only. Okay. Then we shall see in the evening. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.